Hello and welcome, dear viewers. This is one of our developing podcast series, and we have with us Mrunal Mai. I'll briefly introduce her. Mrunal is an IT engineer and will be completing her PGDM program with marketing as her major. She is also an influencer with 77.5k followers on Instagram, where she is consistently posting lifestyle videos, vlogs, and much more. She is also into blogging, where her niche is food, lifestyle, and travel. Apart from this, she is also the founder of Mixture House, where she sells variety of accessories, scrunchies, clothes, and bags. She has also been a judge for Freshers Event 2019 batch. She was an active member of the Student Union Council, where she has led different positions like marketing head, sponsorship coordinator, event head for RIT's major event Horizon, which attracts almost 15,000 plus attendees. So she is definitely one of that exploratory personalities, and so we have her with us. So congratulations and welcome, Pranal.
Hi Samriddhi, thank you.
Okay, so since you have done a lot of things, I would request you कि आप ही sequence में बता दो like how you started from where did you start?
Okay, so first I got into DY Padil Sariadi College, Engineering College. So in the first year only, I was very attracted towards the Student Union Council, which used to host all the cultural events in the college, and also used to manage the student committee in the college, like all the student issues, anti-ragging issues, and all that. So I was very fascinated with the seniors and the work they did. So I always wanted to work with them. So it all started with the first task, which was like bringing sponsorship. And I was very nervous about it because we did not have any idea about how to do things, and they had guided us. And it started from it. And from second years, we were given more responsibilities to do it. And then the third year, the responsibilities increased. Like we from volunteers to we went to become the coordinators. And then in the fourth year, I became the marketing head. So during this process, while doing sponsorship, the outlets were also involved in this process. And at that time, we used to write Zomato reviews. So when I was writing Zomato reviews, I thought why not go for food blogging? And there were some seniors who had encouraged me and helped me and educated me about what is blogging and how to go about it. Like I did not know anything till then. Then I started writing, and the restaurants in Navi Mumbai started recognizing me, and the journey started. Then came the time of lockdown, and during that time, I could not write about food more or travel because everything was shut outside. So many of my friends who were there, they came to me and they asked me why aren't you blogging? Then I told them this issue, and they were like, you should start about fashion because I was a person who used to dress up daily to college. So that's how it all started.
Right. And then this influencing thing came into picture during the
Yeah,
lockdown.
yes. I
So in
started my
very short time, you actually grew a lot. Like your Instagram
yeah.
account has
So the
77.
reels actually, what happened is the reels section. Actually, I was doing this since four four years, I guess. Yeah. But the Reels section started in Instagram, and that is the thing which gave me a boost. I will say that, yeah. And it got
Right.
more traffic to the website also, and also to my page on Instagram.
So had you tried any more types of like domains or niche?
Yeah, so I started with food. I explored it, and then obviously travel came into the picture because you travel places to explore new cuisines and things which they have to offer. And then somewhere while traveling, obviously you dress up good, so I started with fashion and some aspects of life. Also, lifestyle niche also came into the picture. So it has been a journey for me. I started with one and it became diverse, and now I am into two, three niche, you can say.
Right. So when you decided that you have to get into this niche, what was your action plan? Like अभी मुझे पता है कि मुझे lifestyle में जाना है. So what will be the very first thing I would do?
So the first thing before starting anything in life, be it blogging or your new career journey, anything. First thing a person does is research, and that's what I did. I started researching about a lot of bloggers like the website, like what are they writing in lifestyle, what are they posting about things. And then I started with all these things because you cannot go with three, four niches. That sometimes when we used to fill the forms and all, they used to ask us one niche. So lifestyle is a niche which like completely takes in all other niches. That's the reason I went for lifestyle. Because some days I've also posted fitness content, some days I've posted beauty content. So it has been mostly majorly about my life and what I'm doing generally in life. That's what.
So you mean it is like a broad thing?
Yeah, a broad spectrum.
Okay. And what are your plans like? What will you be continuing to do?
Um, I will be continuing my blogging because I love to write and that's my major hobby, which I have converted into monetary business, you can say, because every great philosopher says that you should have one hobby which should be like giving you some amount. So that's what I followed. So that would be there. But in life, majorly I'm interested in marketing. So I would be pursuing a career further in that. And mostly after a few years, when I take a proper experience and all, I'll go to luxury marketing niche in marketing thing as an employer,
So that
employee,
is like
sorry.
an integrated thing of marketing and this fashion and all.
Yeah, so blogging, I decided to continue blogging because it's one of the aspect of marketing only. That's the reason I was like, let's pursue this also because I'm getting to learn hands-on. I'm getting hands-on experience about things. So whatever I was learning, I was implying over here. But
Right.
my learning of marketing started from my third year when my senior started teaching. Second, third year when my senior started teaching me about marketing when I was working with the FEST committee, a Student Union Council of RAIT.
So SUC has like polished you a lot.
Yeah, as you see, actually gave me a platform which, like, many students get in RAIT. RAIT is a place where you can get a lot of exposure. Like, students' extracurricular activities are also given that much importance, as well as the academic report. It shapes a student's 360 pay.
So is there any particular influencer you follow a lot?
I like Kusha Kapila a lot because what she posts is really good. Like, she goes for the topics which actually nobody would speak about. People will think twice. Means mostly the girls maybe thinking twice. Like many are there. Like many influencers are there. Like Malvika Suklani or Komal Pandey, whom I refer while going for makeup and dressing up. But Kusha is somebody I'll always go for confidence. Like she has done it so well. Like every topic she touches, she brings out the character and she does it so well. That's why.
And like something that keeps you going on, kabhi kabhar bore bhi ho jata hai, you're like I don't want to do this again and again. So what is that one thing that get like you have to get up and you have to get started?
So, is this about blogging or is this about my academic life?
Like overall,
Overall, yeah.
because
So,
academics
every
to
day,
मजबूरी में कर लेते हैं.
yeah.
You have no
So, there,
choice.
yeah, that's true. So, there's a thing like my family when I was a kid, or not even kid, when I was not even born, it was not so well to do family. My dad did it from scratch. So, I've seen him struggling in my initial years of my life because at that time also he was struggling a bit in his job and all. So I'd seen him there, and then when he got settled and when he started doing things and when he flourished his career, so it was an inspiration for me to look at that. It was a huge inspiration that he made it from that scratch level. So now I'm taking this scratch level, which he has, like, his level as my scratch level, and starting to build my empire from it. That's my motivation every day. And every day I see him and I just remember all the hardship he has been through. So that's
Okay,
why.
so as an influencer, three, four things a person should follow.
Yeah. So as an influencer, I would say be genuine. First thing, because what is happening is we are posting content about our lives, and if we are showing material world, the kids who are following us, even I have a brother who's 10 years younger to me. He also follows me and other influencers, and they get affected a lot. I've seen it personally. So it is very important for an influencer to be real and start posting about the issues which we have in our life. That's the first thing. Second, don't stress about posting things every day or, stressing about writing the blogs because I've seen some of my influencer friends or friends who were like a little stressed about posting things or not doing things, or they were the managers and they were like, this influencer has not done it because we also have other normal life, okay? And it affects that life. So you need to manage it, and it's not like you have to post every day. 1 day or 2 days you can take rest or off and enjoy your life. And not every place I go to, I start vlogging or I start taking videos or I start taking pictures. So I've understood this also in this journey that not everywhere you need to go and just, capture these moments. It is more important to make beautiful memories than capturing it. So I started that. So these are two, three things which I feel every influencer should start.
Right. So you have to basically maintain a balance between personal life and professional life.
Yes, and also maintain your mental peace.
Right. Okay, so now we'll switch to the MBA section since you are also into marketing. So, can you like briefly describe about the process and all?
Yeah, so the same thing applied over here in my third, fourth year when I started, uh, getting interested into marketing, and I was the marketing head. I was like, I want to learn more because what I am doing right now in college is just 20-30% of marketing, which can be done in the whole world. Like, so that's the reason I was very interested. Then I started looking like if I want to go for studies here or studies abroad. Then I decided that I want to be here. Then I literally noted down what all exams I want to go for, like CAT, CMAT, NMAT, and then there was CET, I guess. Yeah, but it did not happen that year. And the other exam which I gave, which is not known by like a lot of people, is ATMA exam, ATMA. It's conducted by AIMS only, and it is an entrance test. So that's how I went for my preparation. I started with CAT classes, then I joined CET classes. But what you study for CAT is a major portion for NMAT also and others also. And for ATMA, CMAT, and CET, the classes conduct a little different topics because they are not there in the CAT section.
Right.
So that's
Uh,
how my journey was.
right. I'll just briefly talk about your college. So,
Yeah.
Mrunal is from IES Management College and Research Center, which was established in the year 1998, and 95% of the students get placed, uh, and almost 100% summer internships are offered. Top roles are also given, and they work as management trainee, data analyst, HR trainee, and so on. The highest package offered was 16 LPA, and in 2022, over 216 companies had visited the campus. Some famous companies are Asian Paints, Lodha Group, ITC, HDFC, and so on. So she belongs to this prestigious college. And so now we'll go to the questions. And the first question is, which exam got you into this college?
I gave ATMA exam. That's how I got into this college because I missed my CMAT and CET was not happening that year. So you can get through this exam also. I had scored, I guess, 80% in ATMA, and that's how I got into this college. And there was an interview round in the process, which I cleared.
Okay. So when does the registration and all start?
So for the entrance exam, I guess it is conducted in April, June, and one more time in the year, like Jan or somewhere. Like it's conducted 3 or 4 times in the year, and the process starts from May, June only. Like the colleges start sending the emails to mails and messages to the students, and then we also inform the people who we know, like who want to get into MBA, that this college has started process. Then the
Okay.
shortlisting starts. Yeah.
Right. So what was the exam pattern, the subjects included? Like some exams have general science and all. Was it all included?
In ATMA, the subjects were same as CET exam, and the
Oh,
questions were also same. There was no negative marking, and it was just that you had to solve a lot of questions in the given time frame. Then only your scoring will increase.
right. And you can give this exam two, three times a year.
Uh, yes.
Okay. Where did you study for this? Like, how did you study?
So I had joined my postgrad classes, which are there in Navi Mumbai, and that's how I had studied for it. Shri sir was a huge mentor during this time to me, and he had guided me, and he had only suggested me that IES is a good college, and I am liking like I took that decision because I'm loving the college and the way they teach us. The curriculum is good, and the faculty is really good. Like some of them are so experienced and so well trained and to teach students. Like it's not learning actually; it's like fun in the class to get that new knowledge. It's not like a tedious work we have to do, like complete assignments, go to college and do it. It's not that kind of an environment.
Okay, so what was approximately a cutoff for your college?
I guess 75 to 80% was the cutoff for my college. I'm not sure because at that time it was 80% and I was on the borderline.
Okay.
And during
Uh,
that time, actually, our CET was cancelled, so a lot of students, like from my batch, were very confused what to do and were very nervous about their careers.
right, that is really stressful. Okay, so after the exam, were there any group discussions, personal interviews, or some written assessment tests?
Yeah, so during my year, we had a speech first. Like we were given some topics and we had to deliver a speech of 30 seconds or 1 minute. And then there was a personal interview.
Right. So the speech was in front of how many people, like around?
Uh, Two faculties.
Ah, okay.
Those two faculties were only going to conduct the interview.
Acha, okay. And then the interview questions revolved around what?
The interview questions were basically around what you have written in your resume, means the form you fill, which is actually a kind of a resume to the college, your application. So the most of the questions were on those, and then current affairs, and like why do you want to get into college, and why do you love that specialization which you choose, like how much knowledge you have about it. Those things
So they
are
had asked for the
written.
specialization beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has some kind of specialization in their mind because it can switch. Obviously, it can switch in the 2 years because we get to know a lot of new subjects, and then people do switch from like some people change from HR to marketing, some change from marketing to finance, some come from marketing to finance to marketing. So that's what happens. And during my interview, I had written about influencer marketing and obviously my events experience, like as a marketing head. So I was asked more questions on that and like how much knowledge I have about like, current affairs or about influencer marketing. That's how my interview was.
Okay. And if someone faces any difficulty, is there any backdoor entry or sort of thing?
I don't think so there's a backdoor entry, but the faculty is really good, as I said before, and they are not so like it's not a stress interview like colleges like IIMs and NMIMS conduct. Like I had given an interview in NMIMS also, and I was so stressed in that interview, like I was almost about to cry because all I am really very confident in life, but at that time I was literally in tears, but I did not show my tears to the faculty because it would have ruined my chance to NMIMS. But obviously later, and the result came out very much later, and it was in Bangalore and other cities, and I wanted to be in Mumbai. That's the reason I shifted to IIS.
Okay. And did your board marks or graduation marks play any role in this?
Obviously, in any college, there is a criteria like 65% up, 75% up. Like every college has that. So, yeah, you have to score good in your boards and you have to score good throughout your life. That's the thing. But yes, if your marks are a little less, but you have extracurricular thing to back it up, then obviously it helps you in all your interviews, not just your college interviews, but in your job interviews or your school interviews or anything in life because then it shows up like the person is like trying to balance it in his life.
Right. So, what would you suggest if someone has to choose a domain? Although you were into marketing beforehand, but what would be your suggestion? Ki if I am confused, what should I be taking? How should I select what I want?
So there's this statement which I learned from my marketing faculty to our sir, which he has taught us. Marketing is business, business is marketing. So that's the domain I will suggest everybody because during my engineering years also there was one thing that marketing is the backbone of the business. That was told to us. So that's why I'll suggest this domain as it is a lot like broad spectrum for you. Like you can discover a lot many types of jobs there, sales, advertising and whatnot. Like if you're a creative person, then definitely go for marketing. And if you're good with numbers, then go with finance. I'm not good with math, so I left it.
Okay, but I have heard from a lot of friends like अभी हमारा भी placement season चल रहा है, so they are like marketing is a lot toxic. So, what is your opinion?
Toxic.
Yeah.
Like in what way?
Like they mean it is very competitive and then a lot of like मतलब ऐसा
See,
कंपटीशन बहुत है
marketing.
people are like
So competition is there in finance also. More competition is there. People have to score a lot of good marks in finance because companies consider that. And in marketing, I'll say one small thing. Everybody is trying to sell something in life. So why not master that art and learn it from marketing?
right.
Like everything is like everything you do in life, somewhere you're marketing yourself or you're selling something.
Yeah, even in the interviews we are actually selling our own self like see I
Yeah,
have this, I
exactly.
have
Yeah, in job interviews, your CV is that only. It's your product specification that this is are my qualities. This is what service I can offer to you.
this. Right.
That's what
So
marketing is about.
the domains which you are like talking we are talking about, is it dependent on your marks like the AM, can you repeat the exam name?
ATMA, ATMA.
Okay,
I
ATMA. So does it
yeah.
depend on your ATMA score?
Also, no. It doesn't. Like in some colleges, it does not depend. They give the liberty to the students to choose from whatever domain they want to like pursue in life. But in NMIMS, there's a criteria for NMAT. Like you need to have some sort of like I was offered business analytics. That's why I did not go forward. That was one more reason. So it had the cutoff score of 210, and finance had a lot higher score, 235 something. So there it depends. But in other colleges, I have not seen it somewhere. Like not even in the Chetna or Velinka colleges, I have not heard like you need to have certain amount like score to get into some domain.
Okay. And is there any foreign exchange program also provided?
Yeah, in IS, two things happen. First, we first go for the psychometric test. I'm just continuing the first question. Sorry, I remembered it now. So in that also, you are given a fair idea what kind of domain you should choose, and in that domain also there are so many subtypes. So what type of subtype you should go for? Like in marketing, there's digital sales, advertising, and all that. So it gives us a fair idea. And then also, if students still wants to go for like I am made for marketing, and if I want to go for HR and IS, that is also allowed. So it's not like complete course or something in this college. And second, yes, there is a foreign exchange program, but it did not happen since a few years because of COVID. So some students from like IS go to Switzerland in the university to study there
Okay.
for 15
Uh,
days. Yeah.
and since we have also mentioned that the college gives 100% summer internships, would you like to like say how you got internship or something?
Yeah, all students are placed during summer internship, that's for sure here. And all students are placed during the placement season also. That's not an issue over here. So it's just that which student wants to go for what kind of internship or what kind of a job. It depends on that. So that's the graph which goes on. But at the end, everybody is placed from our year. So during my time, so there's this company, Seven Brews, and they have the product Copter 7 beer, which was new in the market and it's a startup. So our senior, Mr. Adil Mistry sir, he is the co-founder of that brand.
Okay.
That's the reason I was like, I wanted to work in a startup and I wanted to explore the sales option, like how the job is in sales. That is the reason I thought of joining that company.
Okay. So, any tips you would give to the students who are like aspiring to get into that college?
Yeah, I would just say keep yourself updated with the current affairs. It's not about getting into college only, but everywhere in life, like this aspect of student is weak and it helps a lot if you are updated in every interview. That's the thing. And don't worry, like here the atmosphere is really good. College is a little strict, but it has to be because it's a management college. So you need to prepare yourself that you're getting into management, be it IAS, be it any college, NMI, MS, Valinka. It is going to be a little strict than your graduation year. So just have that mental, preparation for it. You are entering into a mature phase of your life.
Right. And any specific domain internships which you would like suggest? जैसे अभी engineering कर रहे हैं but we have to get into marketing and also how would you find
So
that as?
during my engineering days, I did 3 or 4 internships. I don't remember exactly, but all of them were into marketing because I was very sure that I want to pursue marketing in like future. That's the reason. But even if you do some internship into technical background, it also counts because obviously technology is like useful in today's world in every field you go, be it marketing, be it finance. Everywhere technology is used. So it is not going to go waste, but try to go for management related internships then.
Okay, fine. That's it. Okay, yeah, we are done with all the questions. It was so nice to have you, and it was really enriching. Thank you so much, Mrunal.
Thank you, Samruddhi, for having me. It was a lovely experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.